So guys, another day. I'm gonna be talking about what? Well, this is you, Kamea. Yeah, chapstick. Chapstick. I want to be answering questions today, actually. Yeah, I want to be answering questions. I don't have a topic. I don't. Actually, I don't. Right. I'm going to be answering questions. Let me see. How's your journey going so far? What's up, Alex? Robin Campbell. Good. Thank you, guys. Let me get my chapstick. Let me get my chapstick. Chapstick. Oh, guys. All right. How's your journey going? It's going good so far. I can't complain. I can't complain, right? I cannot complain. Right. So, are we gonna be talking about something, or somebody's gonna come up with a question? I think it's gonna be both, right? It's gonna be both. Okay, okay, here we go. Yo, what's up? What's up? Está Alejandro Figueroa. Style toys open to the Roblox. Hello, what's up? What's up, guys? Good, doing good. Yeah, Friday, Friday night. We have to kill it tonight. We have to kill it. Hello, what's up? Clutch, Bust, what's up, dog? Uh, mm, We have to kill it tonight. We have to be talking about some good stuff, right? Hello, what's up? We have to. We have to be talking about good stuff. Good stuff, man. And hello, what's up? So, hello, Ali Ressa. Oh shit. Uh, Ali Ressa. Okay, we have a Ressa. That's good. That's nice. We have a Ressa. Mm, yeah, we have a Ressa. Yeah, I know, guys. You're gonna be kind of upset with me, but I don't have a topic to talk about. I was just gonna go on. I was gonna just go live and answer a few questions or a question if there was or something, a topic that somebody wants to come up and talk about. You know, yeah. It's Friday. I didn't have something figured out about like what to talk. You know, but You guys can, you guys have a, I am from Iran. Reza from Iran. Okay. We have somebody from Iran. Are you living in Iran or you're from Iran? It's very different. It's my water bottle. Robin Campbell, my mom just got diagnosed with lung cancer. She moved in with me with hospital care. They gave her 6 weeks to me. She doesn't seem that bad. I feel it's all the state of mind or your belief system. I mean, first of all, I'm sorry to hear all that, but at the same time, that diagnosis comes from another human being, right? Just like everybody else, but with lung cancer. With lung cancer, either she had to be a smoker. I'm sorry to be nosy, but I have to ask these questions, right? She needs to be a smoker, or how did she was diagnosed with lung cancer? You know, if it was the air, almost everybody should be diagnosed with lung cancer, but most of it is because of smoking. I'm not judging, but I just want to make sure I know where I'm going, right? And it's crazy, right? Sometimes, guys, we need to know that sometimes it's not what you're doing, right? So let's say, okay, you're smoking. No, I live in Iran. No, I live in Iran. I'm in the news about what's happening in Iran. Okay, so what is really happening in Iran? I'm sorry. What is happening in Iran? Honestly, what it is, it's like in between. We're in the middle of something going on. Is it is it really is it really your prime minister, your president, so awful, or is it really that you guys need a new person in front of you guys, right? Like what's going on? Honestly, I don't live there. That's why I'm asking, right? I just want to know, like, because I know United States is going in war or is preparing for war to go to with Iran and the Middle East. So I just want to know, like, what's up, right? Like, what's up with Iran? If people are from over there, like, what's up? What's going on, right? I've learned that all diseases diseases come from unhealed emotional traumas that has been suppressed, internal and external issues. It is true to some extent, guys. It is true that if you have a loved one who's sick, there's there's some personal self issues that they need to acknowledge and embrace, but not everything. A lot of things is just because we are exposed to a lot of radiation, a lot of chemicals, a lot of things that we don't know, right? So it is partially true, but we cannot just say like, okay, it's your issue. No, no, no. We cannot just leave that person just there, right? But um, thank you for sharing. I I wish I can have a better answer, but I don't know what's going on, right, with each person. All I can say is like we have to we have to take the veil out of our face because we all have veils stopping us from seeing the truth, what's going on, right? Okay. My mom just got okay, okay. Bum, 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 bum. I'm not misunderstood. I'm not excited. No issues. Yes. Okay. Still the same. Okay. I'm sorry. So I'm sorry to hear that your mom is sick, right? But she needs to take responsibility for whatever's happening with her, not to the point that there's blaming, but to the point that there's just like accountability, so we can start from somewhere neutral, right? And this is where I want to go for, right? And responding from Iran, so what's going in Iran, right? Deborah, what's up, Deborah? They need to find a person to run the country better, the county better. The people do not care. They tired of not having any money. This is in Iran, so this is people in Iran or not? Hmm? They need to find a person to run the country better than the people who not care to live. Okay, I'm assuming you're talking about Iran, right? Because we're talking about Iran. So uh, they need to find a person because they don't have any money. Is it stinks? It stinks. Okay, I get it. Yeah, yeah, it is. And well, first of all, it stinks, dear. First of all, it's the religion that it's messed up, right? If the prime minister or the people who run Iran, the country, didn't believe in what they believe, the country will be different, right? It's always your religion beliefs that you think you're supposed to be acting on, right? And I believe that if you're not making your people prosper, then you need to be taken out, right? And but if you still have a philosophy or an ideology who can preserve your people to be stronger in character in any way, then you're supposed to be right there. But if not, it's not good, right? It's not good, and we need change, right? We need change. I I'm sorry, guys, if I'm not answering every question because there's so much politics involved and religion and this kind of things that I don't know like where where to start, right? It's crazy. It's crazy, right? But all I want to tell you guys is like just be strong and stand for what you think is right, not for what they have taught you, but for what you think it's right. Stand strong. Right? I, I'm trying. It's okay. It's okay. It's more easier to say it from here when there's no war than to say it from where there's war going on, right? And yeah. So sorry, guys. That's good advice. Yeah. I'm 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 trying my best, guys. I'm not saying that I have the best advice, but like if you guys know that you guys want to prosper, and be better. And that doesn't mean that you have to be like United States of America. United States of America is just an example of what to follow or what to achieve to, because it gives you the opportunity and the right to express yourself and design and manifest your own life, right? What you want to do, right? And if any God, and I'm going to say it, if any God interferes with your own development, he doesn't deserve to be God, period, right? Period, right? So anybody or anything that stops you from being the best person you can be on your own name, right? Shouldn't be a God, shouldn't be something that you should be praying or proudful for, right? Because sometimes we live for somebody's agenda, and that's what's wrong and that's what's bad, right? Including United States of America. A lot of people have their own agenda and they want you to comply and compromise for their own things, and that's not good. So all I can tell you that everything that comes from courage and genuine, autonomous behavior, it's good, right? Mhm. I do believe the end has come. God knows. I don't. I don't believe if it's gonna be the end, because the end can be the start of something new, right? Because if you say, "Oh, it's the end of something," yeah, but because it's gonna be the start of something new, right? So if we or you guys call it, it's the end of some cycle, so that means a new cycle is going to start. It's just obvious, and by default, it needs to start like that, right? Uh, Chris Steppen, hello, how you doing, guys? What's up? I know we're talking about Iran right now. Yes, but not for us. Okay, okay, yes, I know, I understand. I understand that it's kind of difficult to manage when we're in a country where there's no bullets going on, there's no buildings being, you know, blown. I understand, right? So I I have little advice for that, right? I don't I don't know exactly what's up, but all I can tell you is religion. It's what's causing all this, and then you guys have to do your own math, right? Because religion, it's the cause of everything. Uh, Religion is and ignites, and it's the fire for anybody to start something, right? Something awful. And they go to a restaurant. I'm sorry, guys. Look, guys, we need to change the subject. Good bless. Take care. Good night. You know, I remember the time on Earth. I'm sorry, guys. I went to the bathroom. I'm sorry. Okay. So when we die, there's nothing left. I'm not saying that, right? I'm not a professional numerologist, but I do know that we're not we're eternal beings, right? That's why the Christianity religion made up that somebody had to die for us, Jesus Christ, and to give us eternal life. But that's not true. We are eternal beings and we don't need nobody to die for us because we are already eternal. Okay, you guys need to remember that, right? So, yeah, going back to a little bit of the religion, we don't need nobody to die for our sins or die for us. We are already eternal beings, but they're not gonna just give us that just easy, right? They're just not gonna say, okay, these people are just gonna say, you know what, you just eternal beings and you just can live forever and ever. Of course not. They're just gonna say that this is your only chance on earth. We all come over and over, just like Jumanji. We come back and come back. All right, because we this is how we sharpen our tools. We sharpen our mind and our character, right? But they're not gonna tell you that because they lose control of you, right? So yeah, we do not remember the time on earth. God bless. Yeah, we do not remember the time on earth because when we are born, we go through that traumatic, like delivered. We are born and we forget that, right? But there's all the things that help us remember, like numerology and synchronicity, serendipity. A lot of things are going to happen in our life that it's going to help us remember who we are and where we come from, right? But at the same time, you cannot just rely on like what's gonna be told for us, right? Like what's gonna be like. No, it's not. So we're gonna change the subject because we need some tension, right? I understand what's going on Iran and everybody's hurt, but how can I start with, right? How can I like how can I start with if it's not with women and men, right? Right now, what's going on over there? I believe the only one that returns after that is an Animal Crossing. You you just being kind of goofy, bro. I'm sorry, but it is. I don't know about that question, but I believe that. I truly believe that religion is more confusing than truthful, and it shouldn't be offensive. It shouldn't be something that we should just hate. But going back to what's going on right now, right? So I thought I had more people in it to answer more questions because I believe the only one. Okay, blah blah. God bless. Take care. Good night, guys. Please, I want you guys to be strong. I want you guys to be thinking on what would it be if something bad will happen to our country. I believe we rest in peace after that forever. I don't believe that. I don't. I don't. We have so many examples about like a circle. We come over and over again, not because you have to, because you have the option to come over again, right? It's like back in the day, like 5, 10 years ago. What, we had a CD, we had a movie, a DVD, right? DVD was called, yeah. So you put a DVD and you would say like, I want to watch that movie or watch whatever, and you can put it on repeat, right? And to this day, your iPhone, your phone, you can put something on repeat, or and it just comes back and comes back and comes back. Because I said it before, time is not linear, and I know you're gonna say, well, scientists say it's not. Scientists are controlled by government. You guys need to know, understand that, right? Scientists are governed by the government, right? So scientists, regardless if they explore or they get to discover something new, the government is involved, and the government is gonna tell the scientists what to say and what to tell, and that's how it is, right? It's always the ones who want to rebel, then they filter the truth, and this is how we get good information, and we get a new start in whatever we're doing. But yeah, so I don't, when we die, we live forever in peace. That's just a mechanism to deal with death, but it's not true. We're living beings, and we always live. It's a circle. We always live. It's always coming back, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely not. But I thought this today was gonna be. I was gonna be talking about something else, but I guess not, right? But I've been having a lot of people from Iran for some reason, and I don't know, guys. I don't know, like what's the best advice for Iran. All I can tell you is like religion controls countries, and religion controls the planet. So whatever religion, it's the most, it's the better one. It's the best to not follow, but to accept, right? I understand. Do you believe when we die, we're born in a new born baby? Yes, of course. Yeah, I'm not gonna say right away, but we do, we do. So reincarnation, because it's a circle. If we die, we get to born again, but not necessarily right away. But we are due born again. Yeah, I do believe that 100%, 100%. And this is why, like, we shouldn't be so like desperate or eager to die or to live again, because we are already eternal beings, right? So yes, but I understand. Do you believe with that in the morning? Yes, I say yes. Yes, we do. We do come in a new baby. Yes, great. Yes, we do. We do come in a new baby. We do. We do. Right. And everybody who says that we come in animals or plants, that's not true. I disagree strongly in that one. If reincarnation exists within humans, we come back in humans, not in animals. Even though we're mammals, we are kind of like the family of animals, but we're not animals. We're still mammals, but that doesn't mean we're animals, right? But yeah, I do agree that we come back as humans, not as animals, though. I disagree with that one. I do. We don't come back as animals. We don't. But yeah, so hopefully Iran has something good. You know. Thank you, Deborah. Have good questions. You have good questions, and so it depends, like where you're at. That's kind of like the problem that you have to face. But I do want to talk about more things, though. I want to talk about more things that ignite people to be better, right? And I'm coming to the conclusion that it's like war. It's just like, how can I say it, man? I don't want to say it actually. I don't want to say it. Not right now. Probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow I will say it in another way because it's just too much for people right now. And you guys, because of the comments, people with cancer and Iran going to war, I just don't know. Sometimes I just don't know what to say. Like if you're a man, you need to fight. If you're a woman, like you need to fight for your husband or for the man, right? People who cares about themselves are better. Deborah Lambert. People who cares about themselves are better. I don't know if they're better, but I think it's a good start. Like if you think about yourself to be better, that means that if something happens, you can help people, right? It's just like on an airplane. If there's some issue and you guys are lacking air or it's gonna go just down, there's gonna be a mask drop for everybody on the aisle, and you're gonna put your mask on first, right? Why? So you can operate better, right? You're just not gonna panic and just okay, here's a mask for everybody. No, you're just gonna say, okay, let me put my mask first, and then I can operate better and I can help and make a bigger change. Right? That's me. But all right, guys, I think we're done for today, guys. Don't give up. I'm gonna end it up with this. Don't give up. Whatever it is, whatever your flag is. This is my flag. Whatever your flag is, or whatever your future flag will be, always have it in mind and know that men need to do their best in acting and behaving as men as possible, right? And women need to be a little bit more patient with life. Sometimes you don't know the answers, men do. Sometimes you have to listen to men, right? So they can drive you to a better place, to a better start, so you guys can make better decisions, right? And that's it, man. I love you guys and God bless you.